So this is Are You Now or Have You Ever Been? Uh, and this is written by the great Tim Minear, only getting greater. He had 5 writing credits in season 1, but I think notably the last 2 were The Prodigal and Sanctuary. All right, he's really getting there into the upper echelon. And our director, David Semmel. This is the guy. Let's celebrate him. It's his final work in the Buffyverse. Uh, he goes out with having directed 4 episodes of Buffy and 2 episodes of Angel, dating back to season 1, episode 5 of Buffy. He directed Never Kill a Boy on the First Date, aka My
My
Emily.
Emily.
Yeah, we love it.
It's
He did What's My Line,
actually one
Part
of the worst episodes.
He directed What's My Line Part 2.
Okay.
All right. He directed Go Fish with one of your
Oh, wow.
favorite closing shots of any
Yours too,
episode.
right?
Yeah, I do love that. And he directed Lover's Walk, the big
Oh,
Spike
wow.
returning in season 3 episode, one of your favorites.
Yeah.
And then for Angel in season 1, he did Expecting, where Cordelia gets pregnant. And now, Are You Now or Have You Ever Been going out with
On top, according to
a
you.
straight up banger, one of my favorite episodes of television. Let's talk about it.
Wow. Holy
For
shit.
years, I said this was my number 1 favorite episode of Angel. I don't know if I agree with that anymore,
I'm not
but
kidding. I'm wondering if up to this moment if I watched the wrong episode. I'm so serious. I was so serious. This is crazy. I mean, we you talked about the Hyperion Hotel, so it's the right episode.
it
I know
is,
that at
man.
least.
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Crazy. But all right.
well, let's hear about it. Let's hear what your thoughts on it, and then and then I'll tell you why I like it so much.
So well, we've got this photo of the hotel. It's called the Hyperion
So
Hotel.
this was set up in the premiere. Do you remember that? You didn't notice it. I had to tell you about it on the episode.
Even still, I don't really. What
Do you
happened?
remember? So if you'll recall, like Angel is wandering around the sewers
Oh yes, and he
with that,
popped up, and he was like, "What is this place?"
and he's like, I recognize this place. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's to the Hyperion Hotel.
This is it, the Hyperion Hotel.
Wow,
So
look at
so
that.
my feeling is that when he popped up there, he still felt the presence of the Thessalak demon. And
Hmm.
then like put it in the back of his head, like I gotta go figure that out after this.
Good call. Wow, amazing. And I didn't even remember in the moment that like that scene. I feel
Yeah.
like so great stuff, D Train. So the Hyperion or Hyperion. Nate. I really want to get it right.
It's the Hyperion.
Hyperion. Okay. By the way, I was upset we didn't see that nightclub, those guys in
Oh,
this episode.
they're in this season so much. Don't even worry about it. Like not every episode, but
We
you
abandoned everything. No Kate, nobody with them in heart,
well, for this week, yeah, we're gonna
none of
see
that stuff.
everybody. We're gonna see everybody. I know Darla's in the next episode. I'm pretty sure Lauren is. Yeah, we'll be back.
When's the last time haven't had either though? We didn't touch base on Kate or Wolfram and Hart.
This show's got a lot to talk about
I feel
now,
like we've usually one or the other. I'm not complaining. It's just I didn't even notice really until now.
but I think this episode is proof that Angel works
Yeah,
without him.
I agree. I didn't dislike it. You just like really hyped this episode up, and
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done that.
that's all right. It's all right. But I like this moment. Cordelia, she brings Wesley coffee and she brings a little O pause for that's O positive blood for Angel. And Angel's like,
Yeah,
"What the hell is this? This is not blood.
he
This is
says it's
tastes weird as hell."
coagulated.
And
He
she
said, "Look,
says
yeah,
she added a little something. She sprinkled a little cinnamon on top. And she's like, "What? I can't experiment with toppings or whatever." She's do it.
Well, it's not unprecedented. If you'll recall, Spike, when he's staying with Giles in season 4, says he likes to sprinkle some Weetabix in his blood to get some extra crunch.
Spike said that.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like it made me think Cordelia would do well on Slop in the Big Brother house.
I don't think Cordelia would do well on slop.
I
I
think she
think she,
would because you're allowed to put
oh, like
seasonings and
spruce it
condiments
up
in
and
it,
stuff.
and I feel like
Yeah.
she would do really well experimenting with all
Oh
that
my
stuff.
God. She'd be so bored in that house.
Yeah, but she's supposed to be an actor. It'd be fun for
That's
her
true.
to
She'd be
be.
on camera at all times. Like that
She'd
would be
be
exciting
yeah,
for her. Yeah. They should have done an episode
24/7.
of Angel with where Cordelia was in the Big Brother house.
There's an episode of Yes Dear where they go in the Big Brother house.
I know. I know. The only I anytime I think about yesterday, I think about that and that episode where they go to a Rascal Flatts concert.
Holy shit, Rascal Flatts. There's another episode where Mike Boogie is like he's an actor in the episode. He
Well,
stops by as an act as a
I
buddy.
watched that clip when we were doing Big Brother 2 or
He's just
whatever.
like hanging out in the backyard.
Yeah.
But yeah, Angel says, "Hey, figure out what's going on with this hotel. Some weird stuff. Whatever."
Yeah.
And then cut to the past, and we meet
1952.
we yep 1952. That was a long time ago. We see this bellhop guy, right?
Yeah.
Played by
Played
I
by
always thought not Jim Rash. That's what I always called him.
that well, they even used him. Did you watch Community?
I watch Community. He's in the Community.
At one point Community, they like hire a guy to be like the dean's double. Like
Okay.
and they use this actor. So like I think everyone's aware he looks like Jim Rash.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also Hale Tony Hale, a little bit like that guy too.
Yeah, there's some Tony Hale in there for sure.
But I
Tony
know
Hale
this
actually
guy.
would have been hilarious in this part.
I know this guy from Phil of the Future. He was big on that show.
Hey, how about that? I don't
Disney
know what the
show,
fuck
old
that
show Phil of
is.
the Future. So I've known this guy my whole life basically. I knew him
Is that a
before
cart?
Jim Rash.
Is
That's
that a
not a cartoon.
cartoon?
No. No. He's like a live action guy. He plays like
Does
the
it
vice
take
principal
place?
or something.
Does it take place in the future?
It's like this family that's from the future, but they like are trying to assimilate themselves into normal society.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like Third Rock from the Sun, but instead of aliens, they're
Oh
from the
yeah.
future. So
Yeah. Basically.
who's in it?
Oh, I don't know who played Phil. I don't know.
Why can't you tell me who played Phil?
I can't remember.
That seems crazy to me.
I know. He wasn't like Raven Simone or somebody.
Why couldn't he have been Raven Simone?
Raviv Ullman?
Oh God, who's that?
He played Phil. He's
Hey,
also in the movie Pixel Perfect, which I
hey,
forget.
look at this. His family's Orthodox Jewish.
Okay. I never knew
No
that.
wonder he didn't get famous.
Sister Amy Bruckner. She was in ER. She played Bess in the Nancy Drew movie.
Come on, she was in one episode of ER.
Dad Craig Anton.
Yeah,
The
all
Mad
right.
Men.
Hey, Ali Michalka, why didn't you tell me she was in it? I know her, and
You
I
know
know
what?
Kay Panabaker, Brenda Song,
Holy shit! What?
Spencer Locke, Evan Peters. This show is an all-star fucking cast, and you're like, I don't know anybody from it.
I forgot. No, I actually, I would have, I actually thought Allie as soon as I was thinking about the cast, Allie Machalka.
Yeah,
I forgot about all those others. Why is Kay Panabaker's picture from when she was a little baby?
I don't know. Can I just say, Ali Michalka, she's the best, right?
Really?
Of Ali and AJ.
Oh,
I would rank him Ali.
I don't even know what AJ did besides be Allie's sister.
Well, they were in Ali and AJ together.
I know, but she's just lucky. She would be nothing without Allie.
I remember there was this period of time where Rivers Cuomo from Weezer was really into Ali and AJ, and they went on tour together, and I felt really creepy about it. I didn't know what was going on with that.
But like Kay Panabaker's kind of like AJ Machalka.
Yeah, you're right.
Panabaker
Danielle
sisters.
Panabaker is the one that made it. She's the one that's like
100%.
on the Flash, right?
Yeah, I think so. She's in like one of those Piranha, I think 3 double D. Wait, is Danielle Is she in Friday the 13th? The remake?
I don't know. Danielle Panabaker always looked more like a Piranha 34B to me, but I mean, it's close.
Yeah, Danielle Panabaker. Yeah, I think that's like she might be like the main character, like I don't remember.
All right,
Like the
let's
sister, the thing.
let's
Anyway,
keep going.
Angel Time. Oh yeah, all that from Phil the Future. This guy from Phil the Future, he goes up to room 217, which is where this guy's staying who hasn't been paying
Yeah.
the rent at the
You got the
hotel.
ref. You got the sweet ref.
Oh, The Shining. Yeah,
Yeah.
I did get that. Yep. And who's in there? Who's in the room?
Well, he presents it as like some sort of fucking weird sociopath that like no one wants to be around, and then oh, it's our hero, Angel.
But he is bad at this point, no?
He's not bad. No,
This
this
isn't
is this
Angelus.
is 1952.
He's trying
So
to live a normal life.
Angel's in a weird spot right now where he has a soul, but he still like wants nothing to do with humanity. It's
Of
weird.
course.
Like we're filling in some stuff here because
Yeah.
we saw Angel in like the year 1900 or something, like when he first lost his soul. And then in becoming part one, sorry, of Buffy, we then flip ahead to 1996 where he's living on the streets as a homeless man in New York.
Hmm.
Okay. So we don't know anything that happened. Like, I remember at the time, I think I just assumed he'd been living as a homeless guy for like 100 years, you know? But this proves otherwise. Like, he is civilized, he is dressed, he doesn't want any human interaction, which is understandable, but like he's living in a hotel, like as a man, and he is drinking human blood, which he's not by the time of
I hated
1996.
that shot of him pouring the blood. That was so disgusting.
Yeah, but I think it's really interesting because, like, I think we assume after he gets his soul, he never drinks human blood again. Because when we catch up with him in 1996, he's eating from rats, right?
Right.
And then once he like gets his shit together and he's in Sunnydale, he's always like getting shit from the butcher shop, right? Or like the slaughterhouse or something.
Right.
And so this is him in 1952 drinking human blood, not from a human, granted, he's not killing anybody, but he seems to have procured human blood from a medical laboratory or something.
Yeah, it said
And
like human blood. Somebody labeled it.
yeah, I think yeah, and it's O, by the way, which is the type of blood everybody needs. So I think he's being wasteful here as well.
Wow.
Um,
Yeah, I was curious about that. I'm glad you
yeah.
know that.
Um, and yeah, so I think this is actually in a small way, kind of a big revelation about Angel's life.
Yeah, it's a good point. I had questions and you answered them. So, we there's like a moment where yeah, I mean, it was dumb of me to wonder if he was jealous because he's like clearly a good guy in this episode, even in the past, you know.
Right,
So
right. Yeah, he
obviously,
wouldn't be like helping that random lady.
yeah, clearly dumb. But I think that was more just like in the moment. I didn't know. But credits, I like to take us through the moment by moment, like my thoughts
Yeah,
as we
I
go. You know,
understand.
that's only one fun way to do this, I think.
I
Um,
agree. I like that you do that.
and there's like a bunch of crazy stuff where there's like a black family at the front desk, and we're like, no, get the fuck out of here, black family.
Yeah,
You're not
I
allowed to
know.
stay
I
here.
know the sign says vacancies, but it's just wrong. Sorry.
There's like a gay man having a one night stand, like saying goodbye to his conquest.
By
and
the way,
and
but sorry, I've done that not to black people, obviously, but to annoying people. I've done that at my hotel.
oh wow,
If
God
it's
damn, we're out
late
of
and
rooms.
if it's late and we only have like a couple rooms left and someone comes up to me and acts like an asshole, I tell them we're sold out.
Those people might have left that hotel and been raped in the parking lot because they
Good.
couldn't find any place to stay. That's crazy. No, it's like saying like the ice cream machine's down at McDonald's, but you're like, we're out of rooms. You get the fuck out of here. You cannot stay here. That's funny. We see I don't know. There's like a woman that comes into Angel's room, right?
Oh, and you were talking about the gay fella as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Angel sees like a gay guy
Yeah.
send home somebody. I don't know. But so there's like a woman shows up and she's like pretends she's hiding from her boyfriend.
Yeah. What's the character's name? She's sort of important,
Judy?
isn't she? Judy,
Judy.
that's right.
Yeah. I feel like I didn't know until a little late in the episode. They're like Judy. I was like, oh, okay. I feel like they named her an old person name just cause so when she's old,
No,
Judy
I
didn't fit
think
her
I
when she was young.
I think I would argue that old people, it's that back then those old people names were young and cool.
Oh, that's a good point. They
You
were
know what I
really,
mean? Like the
yeah.
reason, I understand, like when I was growing up, there were a lot of old ladies named Esther and stuff, but that probably means that in like the 30s, that was a name that people thought was cool.
You think you think Daniel will ever go out of style? Are there like little babies? There's got to be little baby Daniels, right?
Yeah, there's
That's not.
always Daniels. It's a generic name. I should be named Ethan. Uh,
Daniel's not from the Bible though, is it?
I think it is because
Really?
sometimes, yeah, because I don't know shit about the Bible because it's like a poorly written book that means nothing. But
I prefer the New
every
Testament.
that's even dumber. Honestly, like the Old Testament's stupid shit, but like the New Testament is A stupid and B badly written. Um so sorry. Sorry to religious people out there. I'm smarter than you. Um so but I do get like Bible idiots coming up to me sometimes, like when they ask my name or they see my name tag at work or something, and they will say, "Oh, Daniel, important biblical name," and I don't know what the fuck they
Wow.
mean. I just agree with them. I'm like, yeah.
It's not like
Uh,
Jacob though, or a name like that. That's like
no,
way
but
more
like real
prevalent.
Bible assholes, they know like every dumb name that was like Esau. Yes, that was mentioned on page 8 of Genesis. You're like, who cares?
Yeah,
Um,
whatever.
yeah.
All right. So by the way, we see Angel, Wesley and Cordelia, they're like doing some research and they see Angel in a photo and Cordelia's like, "Oh, I guess the thing is vampires are in photos. They just photograph poorly. They look bad in photos." Making a joke.
Yeah,
How cool.
it's not that vampires don't photograph. It's that they don't photograph well.
I thought it was just like a normal photo of Angel. I didn't think he looked bad, but I
I
guess
thought he
Cordelia
looked
did.
I thought he looked handsome, but
Me too. I thought very
Cordelia's got
handsome.
issues.
Crazy.
Cordelia
But
apparently not a James Dean fan. Because I felt like that little maroon shirt he was wearing the whole movie was supposed to be Rebel Without a Cause.
really, that's interesting. I thought he looked really good especially in the past. Very
In the
handsome.
past, he
Nice
looked
little haircut.
amazing, I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, a little like slicked it to the side or whatever.
Yeah. I was
Um,
like, I can't imagine anyone stringing up this guy. There'd be too many people that want to fuck him.
that's funny. Uh, so Angel there's like a neighbor guy kills himself. I thought pretty obviously he killed himself, right? No mystery here.
There is no mystery, but you've got that Thessalak demon like whispering and people maybe it wasn't a suicide.
Oh, that's his
You know, and
doing.
he's a paranoia demon. That's what they say. So like his
What?
whole
People would probably think that anyway. If I was in a hotel and I heard of a suicide, I probably wouldn't. Like my first thought, I might have think foul play also. I wouldn't need a demon to put that in my brain.
but he keeps doing that. Like any the worst possible outcome, he's like getting that in your head.
Yeah,
You know, like
I guess so.
to the point where when they hang him later in the episode, they have a noose at the ready. I notice, and I was picturing someone sitting in their hotel room the night before, the demons going like, "Make a noose; it might come in handy," you know, like that kind of thing.
Yeah, he really planned ahead. That makes
Yeah,
me really appreciate him that much more.
I think he's a great demon. This guy
He's pretty scary looking. I
got weird
remember.
tentacles.
Yeah.
They make sounds.
Yeah, they like yeah, cool little way they defeat him, kind
Yeah,
of.
well,
I
he
don't
just
know.
electrocutes one of the tentacles. It's
It
like
reminded me of the big fat guy. How we defeat that guy. Don't we just electrocute him?
yeah,
The guy from
bad.
Blade.
Yeah, from Consequences.
Oh, wow, that was a big Angel episode. That was where Angel was like
That
really
might have
cool
been.
at the
I
end.
think it was Bad Girls. I think I was an episode late.
That was
Bad.
Bad Girls?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Bad Girls.
That's the villain in Bad Girls, that big fat guy?
It's either Bad Girls or Consequences. Yeah.
That's crazy. Um, all right, so we go. What happened? Oh, that guy killed himself, and there's a well, that manager guy is like, get rid of the body. I hate when they kill himself at my hotel.
Yeah, and that's another thing. The paranoia demons like, you can't report this. They'll shut you down.
I don't know. It didn't really work for me. I feel like
Come
if
on,
you
I
like
love
the
that
gin,
stuff.
you like this
Well,
episode.
I
This is
fucking do
Ginny.
love the gin.
I don't know. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. So Cordelia And I wrote tramp stamp, so we see Cordelia's tramp stamp at this moment. Uh, and we're like, what happened to that woman from the past? She never died, right? We sort of learned that in here, I
Yeah.
guess. Whatever. And so that back to the past. I had some questions with this. So I guess this was just paranoia. Maybe I didn't really understand. I didn't really like. Why do we
Oh
need
my
this demon to make
God.
people paranoid? I feel like I'm constantly paranoid. I didn't really understand. I didn't really connect with it. But
But
the woman.
it's not, you're paranoid, but not to the point of hysteria.
But the woman was like, the cops are coming to investigate because there was a murder. So because there's cops coming to question people, they're gonna find out my secret. So now, but it felt like we saw the person commit suicide. And the whole thing where it's like a murder was, I don't know. This episode didn't really work for me. I think I get it though. Like if I watched it again, I'd appreciate it more. But I was just, I don't know. I really don't know how to describe it. But anyway, so this we learn her story. She used to work at a bank, and then she got fired because she's not 100% white. She's like she's mixed, I guess. So they fired her.
Yeah, the actress is Italian and Chinese, but they
We don't care.
supposed to be half black. Yeah.
Yeah. And so she took off with a briefcase full of cash. She took off from her job, and then now she thinks that everybody's after her, right?
That's right.
But that's not true. It's just the paranoia.
Well, it might be
Here's my
true.
question. Here's my problem. I was thinking, are cops actually coming to investigate a murder? Because it was so clear to me it was a suicide. That's not real at all. That's just her paranoia.
Right.
Okay, I get it then. Okay,
There
fine.
was never any murder in a normal hotel. They would have known it wasn't. Like, okay, in my hotel, if someone killed themselves, we'd tell the cops, okay? We'd call an ambulance, okay? They'd get the dead body on a stretcher, bring it down, put it in the ambulance. The hotel would never hear about it again. People kill themselves all the time. It's not a big deal, okay? But
You're right.
this thing, the Theslac demon is causing people to kill themselves. They're killing themselves at like a high enough rate that they are now stuffing people into the meat locker. Like the bellman implies like he maybe had to cut one of them up just to get him to fit. Like they are paranoid to such a hysterical level that it's completely irrational on every level and can only end in them stringing somebody up.
Okay, I think I like this episode more now.
Okay.
Yeah, good job. Uh, so we learn. No, I guess we learned all that stuff. But Angel like goes to the present and finds the briefcase full of cash. Some fun editing stuff with like present and past, I thought, this episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Really cool stuff.
Probably the best editing in Angel so far.
Really well directed. I really feel like the atmosphere of the Hyperion Hotel is so charged and interesting and scary a little bit. And I also think the score in this episode's great. Like it's this real like old timey like film noir kind of score, and really works well for me.
Hmm. I don't really know if I noticed. I should. They definitely had like a different vibe, so they definitely did something to it. But usually when you talk about like the Buffy score, I feel like it's more prominent. But um, anyway, we go.
Buffy is more about creating like memorable themes with its scores,
Hmm.
whereas Angel is more about
The
creating
atmosphere.
yeah, an atmosphere with the score.
It's a great point. Yeah,
Mm,
good job. It's almost like you've seen these shows before, and you.
yeah, written
uh,
about them extensively and discussed them on a regular basis for decades. Yeah.
and I just watched it 2 days ago.
Yeah, yeah.
So Cordelia is Angel says, "Hey, get Gunn involved. He's a regular, and we almost left him out of the script."
Yeah, he needs to be in the
Oh
episode. Let's
shit!
get him.
I thought it was really bad. Gunn LVP.
Oh
So
my God,
unnecessary.
dude, the next episode's gun centric and they could really use it.
Seriously, we set him up hot. I was like, "Ooh, I'm ready to go with Gunn." And
Yeah.
then like 2 or 3 episodes in a row, we're like, "Oh yeah, let's
Oh,
invite him
he.
along."
I'm not gonna give him LVP because he has one amazing moment.
Really? Who else is the LVP? I thought everyone was really good.
I have to think about it. It might be gun,
Old Judy? I didn't love that
but
scene at the
I
end.
I don't love that either, to be honest.
That's
Uh,
weird.
but I adore Gun, like when he has to pass Wesley that like orb of whatever. It's like a glass,
Yeah.
sphere, and he just like throws it to him, and Wesley has to drop the book he's holding in order to catch it with two hands. I love that moment.
That seemed crazy. To really do it was that really important?
What do you mean?
I would like it if he fake tossed it and then handed it to him, but to really toss it, that seems pretty deadly. Like you're playing with fire at that point.
Gun is out of control, man. I
I
love it.
guess he really is. Way
Yeah.
more out of control than me. I would not risk that. But
No,
he
nor
has
would
faith in
I.
Wesley, I guess. Maybe that's what we're seeing there, laying that foundation. I'd like to see them become really good friends, Gunn and Wesley.
It happens, and it's
Oh my
great.
god! Yeah, I feel like they'd have a really good dynamic. I'm excited for that. So Angel talks to this guy. There's like a guy that works at a library, and he mentions Van
It's
Helsing.
it's a bookstore.
What did I say? Library? Isn't that what a bookstore is?
You've done this before. You don't know the difference between libraries and
I
books.
do, I promise. So he goes to a bookstore and threatens the guy at the bookstore to give him information.
Yeah, we'll
And then
see this
he
guy
helps him out.
again. We'll see this guy again as an old man.
What, really?
Yeah, he goes back to that bookstore in present day at some point.
Holy shit. I don't even think I realized that was in the past.
Yeah, that was a 1952 scene.
Wow. Did he mention Van Helsing? Am I right about that?
He did. Yeah, he calls him a junior Van Helsing.
Junior Van Helsing. And so that guy helps him out. That's pretty cool. And go back and Judy fucking turns on our good buddy Angel. She says, "Angel's a demon. Kill him." And everyone's like, "Oh no, kill him." So they hang him. Fucking hang
Yeah,
his ass.
that's true, but it doesn't really matter.
No, because he's a vampire. Doesn't yeah. Would have been crazy if
Just
they had a staking thing where they staked all their victims. That would have been a real problem. Am I right?
yeah, yeah, absolutely. Or maybe if that noose was like made out of like sharp metal or something.
Oh shit! Like it decapitated him.
Yeah.
Holy cow! They just had
Uh
like a pile of heads over in the corner.
but he
Totally.
got out of it. He just pulls it out off his neck and drops down, and then you get one of the most chilling moments in Angel history.
The guy stepping out of the portal thing.
Well, the guy stepping out of the portal thing, he's like, First of all, I love that the demon has a weird like Cajun New Orleans accent. What a delicious dish you gave me there, Angel. It was finger smacking delicious.
Finger licking good.
And and but but then he's like, you think, hey, there's a lot of morsels here that could really use some help. You want to help all these fine folks here, little buddy? And Angel just goes, take them all, and he leaves. Oh,
Yeah. Why did he have that accent? You're 100% right.
because
He
it's
was
fun.
from New Orleans. Why was that? Oh my god. But yeah, an angel he plugs the little tentacles into the wall and electrocutes
Yeah,
them to death. Pretty cool.
yeah. Maybe you don't have so many tentacles, dumbass.
Before he dies, he looks at by this point Wesley and Cordelia have showed up, and he looks at Wesley and was like, "You'd be a good victim of mine." And Wesley's like,
Yeah,
"What? I'm
yeah.
not
He goes,
paranoid."
there's a lot of paranoia in this room, especially this one. It's Wesley.
And Wesley is really concerned about that. But then when Angel says, "No, you're not paranoid," Angel says, or Wesley says, "Oh, good, I was worried."
Wesley's
Very funny.
great.
Yeah, I think that's actually the closing moment of the episode.
It is, yeah.
But before that, Angel goes to visit Judy. We see a moment here. Old Judy. I don't know. She says, or I guess she wants him to forgive her for turning on him a long time ago. And he's like, yeah, it's fine. And then she
It's
dies.
whatever. I still look awesome, and
I've
you're
lived a
like
long
some
time. Like a lot's
decrepit
happened since
weirdo.
then. It's
Yeah,
actually it's cool. It's whatever.
yeah,
But
yeah.
then she's like, I'm gonna
Like you don't have to apologize. I've had sex with Sarah Michelle Gellar, and you're an old lady, so like we're good.
yeah, it all turned out fine.
Yeah,
And then she dies. R.I.P. Judy.
yeah.
R.I.P.
Poor Judy.
And uh and then Angels
I'm
tells
just gonna.
everybody.
I love that she's gonna leave the hotel, and then she goes, "Ah, I just need a little rest first. Let's just take a little
It was
rest."
too
And
funny
then
to
she
me.
just like
I wasn't
instantly
sad.
dies.
I thought it was
I kind of always think that's a goofy scene too. I love this episode. It's great, but I do like when I'm thinking of like what my favorite Angel episode is, I always think of this one and then I think of that scene and I'm like, maybe not.
yeah. I thought that I was like, what are we doing here? It was like one of my
Yeah.
least favorite scenes of the Angels so far. Really didn't connect with it at
It
all.
doesn't really work. I'm with
Yeah.
you.
Um, but all right, that's the end of the episode, right?
Yeah, and then and they
Oh yeah. Oh,
you're
Angel
gonna
says, yeah, we're gonna move in here. There, and
the
Cordelia's like,
Hyperion
what?
Hotel.
This ratty old place? And he's
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah, I love it.
been shut down since December 16th, 1979, apparently. And they're gonna try
Is
and
that like
spruce this
Joss's
bad boy
birthday
up.
or something?
I have no fucking idea.
It sounds like it.
Um, what do you think
Uh,
his birthday is?
I don't know. It's probably probably around there, right?
I'm gonna look it up. I don't know.
Late 70s, early 80s. No way. He
It,
wasn't like 23, 21 years
no,
old or whatever.
June 23rd, 1964.
Holy shit. He's old as hell. He's got like 60 years old.
Well, think about it. Like, Buffy the movie was 1991.
Yeah.
So he was like 27 or 28 or something, which is like
Wow, that's crazy.
pretty young to be writing, but then like time passes.
That's older than I thought, though.
Yeah.
Um, all right.
I mean,
So,
very few dudes younger than 27 get major movies made.
Paul Thomas Anderson,
Hey, he
M. Night
remarried. I
Shyamalan.
didn't know this. Did you know that Joss Whedon remarried during COVID? So like some
No,
lady doesn't give a shit about all that shit.
I had no idea. Nobody, she's not famous. She wasn't on one
She's
of his
a
shows.
she's a painter.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
interesting.
So I'll give this a 4. I was gonna give it a 3 fully, but I'll give it a 4.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Wow, 5 stars. Even with old Judy.
Even with old Judy, it's not enough to take it down for me.
That's fair. You really did love it.
Yeah,
That's good. My MVP, I'm gonna go with Angel.
yeah, me too. I
Great
think
in the past and the
I
present.
think Borean is legitimately spectacular in this
You
episode.
ever win an Emmy for any of
Never
his
even
shows?
nominated, never even came
What?
close. No, no, no.
What are we
He's
doing?
I know. David Boreanaz's satisfaction is that he has been on like 6 TV shows and every single one of them has been a hit. So
Hey,
like
that's fine.
hey, he's doing just fine. But like no, I mean when it comes to awards time, no.
Are there no procedural awards?
Oh, like the Saturns? There should
Yeah,
be a
nothing like that.
procedural awards. That would
It
be
seems like
great.
that'd be really fun.
Yeah,
Everybody there would like really respect each other, and they're like, "We
yeah.
understand what it takes to make this."
I want to start that. You'd get like people from Chicago Fire, PD, and Med competing against each other.
All the NCISs against each other.
All the 911s, all the Law and Orders.
Do they have a soaps
Yeah, that they have. Yes, the
award show?
daytime Emmys. You know who won a daytime Emmy award once?
Sarah?
Sarah Michelle Gellar for her performance on All My Children prior to Buffy.
Oh, prior. Wow, that's really cool.
Hmm.
Was that where she met that Dracula guy?
It is, yes.
Wow. He never won the Emmy though.
I don't believe so.
That's really cool. Shout out
Yeah.
Sarah. She's
Yeah.
gonna be on RuPaul's Drag Race. You know about that?
No, I didn't know about
In the
that.
promo, she says, "I've been slaying bitches my whole life."
How did do we know how Allison Hannigan did on Dancing with the Stars?
No, I thought you were gonna watch it, right?
No, I can't. That is
You
a
were gonna
show.
watch that.
I have watched one episode of Dancing with the Stars in a hotel once, and I legitimately think it's the worst thing I've ever seen on network television.
Who went home? Do you know? You got to know who went home
I
on
have
your one
no idea.
episode.
I was in a hospital. I was sick. Oh, I was like not doing well.
I remember you were rooting for Grocery Store Joe that one season. I forgot when that was.
That's
Uh,
100% true. Yes.
I don't know how she did.
I'm gonna look this up. Hey, fifth place, not bad.
Wow, it's over now.
Evidently, yes.
How did Harry Jousey do from Too Hot to Handle? Do
Damn
you
it.
remember that guy?
Um,
Harry.
Harry, who?
He dated like the main girl from Too Hot to Handle. Like her name was
Wait,
like
that guy was
Angelina or
on.
something.
He's a
Oh yeah.
star.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's the star.
Wow.
Who
Okay.
I feel like this was a good cast. We were into it at the time.
Um. Well, I'm struggling because I'm looking at the Wikipedia page and they have everyone listed by their first names. I don't know who the fuck everyone is. There's a
I need
Harry. Here's
results.
Harry. He came in sixth place.
I heard he was like fucking his dance partner.
Good for him, man. I
Uh,
was worried about that
what?
because
If he was or not?
I kept seeing Allison Hannigan posting pictures with her dance partner on Instagram, and I'm like, hey, listen, Alexis is a good man. I don't want you fucking around.
Wow. I can't find any results. I give up. But
I've
uh,
got them. It's just all by first name.
who
Oh,
won?
Zoshidel and Val. Who's that?
I have no idea.
It's actress Zoshidel. Oh, this is this is the actress I was telling you about a while back. Remember, I was like, she played America Chavez in Doctor Strange 2. And then it was like another young actress whose career was not helped at all by being in a Marvel movie.
That's her. She won Dancing
That's
with the
her.
Stars because of
Hey,
it.
but come on. Like that's the building. Like you star in a Marvel movie, the next step is Dancing with the Stars.
That's true.
That's
Do you win
terrible.
money? You gotta win money.
It's probably for charity, right? Because it's a
No
celebrity
way.
thing, right? Like
That
that's what they did
sucks.
with Celebrity Apprentice.
I mean, these people are getting paid to be there for sure, right? No way that
Yeah.
Harry Jousey guy who's like my age is like, oh yeah, I'll just go dance for nothing.
I'll bet you they're playing
Doing it
for
for Instagram
charity.
followers?
Well, that too.
What? That's crazy. Maybe you're right. I don't know.
Dancing with
But
the, let's see. Let's see if I can find what's the prize on
yeah.
Dancing with the
Well, I'll rank
Stars.
this episode. Are you now or have you ever been?
Okay.
I originally had it out of the 24 episodes. I originally had it at 11, but I think I'm gonna move it up to 5. I think you could like sort of completely turn me around on it. I didn't really get it in the moment. By the way, I think, tell me what you think about this. The Ring, you know that episode?
Yeah.
That's my witch for Angel, I think. I think that's what I've noticed in the ranking. Because I originally had that right under The Ring, but no, I'm wrong. It's number 5 between Judgment and Parting Gifts. But
I gotta say, it sucks. No, it's not charity. The winners get $360,000 and the prize mirror ball trophy. Like, who cares?
that's the prize right now for the challenge.
It
TJ
says
just
the
said last
no.
episode, you're up to $366,000.
That's not how it works. Like to me, after seeing that Squid Game show, the prize if the prize has to be at least $1 million. It has to
Big
be.
Brother finally upped it from 500 to like 750 or
They should have done it
800,000 or
years
something.
ago because of inflation, but I'm glad they finally did it.
I think it's 750, but then Taylor won America's Player, so she ended up winning 800,000. Maybe is why I think 800,000. But yeah, I agree. Squid Game was $5 million.
Yeah. So
What do you
where
rank it? Number
was
one?
I wasn't paying it to who'd you give MVP and LVP? You gave MVP to Angel. Who's LVP? Oh, old
Gun.
Judy. Oh, Gun.
Oh,
Right.
or old Judy.
I'll go old
I'll go
Judy.
old Judy.
And Where do you rank it?
I rank it. I originally had it 11, but I bumped it up to 5 between Judgment and Parting Gifts.
Okay, talking about it helped a little bit.
Of course, yeah, it
Okay.
really did.
All right, you pop this in number one for me.
Number one, I had a 5 by 5. I had a Sanctuary, two
Yeah.
Shanshu in LA. I had all those.
Yeah.
Crazy. No way. Faith, the one that ends with Faith saying, "Hey, kill me, guys."
Yeah, that's the second best one.
According to you, yeah. Disagree. But all right, great. I had a great time talking about Buffy and Angel. I don't
All
really know
right.
where we're going with Angel too much still for the season.
Well, we've got Darla awake. We've got a
Yeah, I
location
guess
now.
we just
Yeah.
took one episode break, but we still have all that going
It's
on.
not even a break. Like a really important thing happened in this episode.
Yeah, you're fine. All right, so what's it called? What's the next episode called?
Oh, well, why don't you read the Patreon first?
Oh my goodness, you're totally right about that. Patreon. Josh Merlis says, Buffy, we're already doing another Mr. Poopy Butthole plotline. What's that?
I don't know what that means.
What are you talking about, Josh? He says, we just did this with Jonathan in season 4. What's that mean
Does
again?
he just mean like a goofy episode?
A Mr. Poopy Butthole plotline. Who is he even talking about? Xander?
Maybe it's because
Dawn?
Jonathan, like she's coming out of nowhere, and like we don't know like what the genesis of this is.
Coming out of nowhere like
But I
Mr.
don't
Poopy
know
Butthole?
why. I don't know why it's called Mr. Poopy Butthole. I'm just looking for the comparisons between this episode and Superstar.
I don't know. He says, it's intriguing, but I'm already getting impatient. I hope it gets resolved or comes to a head soon. Did he watch the wrong episode?
No, probably not. He's probably talking about the Dawn thing.
Uh, hopes what gets resolved, like why she's here.
Yeah.
Also, not crazy about the harmony stuff. Somehow, despite all that, this episode managed to be very good. Hey, why did Xander's butt monkey line make it on the previously on segment? It didn't really come into play at all. Yeah, I kind of had the same thought afterward.
No, there's a couple of moments. A, Dawn brings it up. B, Harmony like belittles Xander again, which is like the thing he's sick of happening. And C, he accidentally at one point calls Dracula Master again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right about that.
So that's why.
The
It's just to remind you that he was like in the thrall of Dracula a week ago.
Yeah, I would have never even. I would have thought the butt monkey thing was just for like the making him weak to be at the like Dracula because of Dracula. I wouldn't have even thought it'd be in this episode, but they had it in the previous on. I thought that was odd too. But
Mm,
yeah, you're right. And then he says, "Angel, great episode, major setup, and the ending was absolutely chilling."
yeah.
Really? He liked the Judy ending,
Take
right?
them all. No, he's
Or the
referring to
other ending?
take them all.
That ending?
I think so. That's the chilling part.
There's like 5 endings to this episode. It's like Lord of the Rings. This episode.
Yeah, but they managed to do all five endings in about 10 minutes, whereas Lord of the Rings made you wait around for 2 hours.
Fair enough. Great job. And how about that moment before they fight the demon where we cut from past Angel to present Angel? Yeah,
I
that was
thought that
that
was
was great.
great. Yeah.
Yep. Nice.
You know what the best shot? There's a good shot in Buffy. The best shot in Buffy this week was during that Willow Terra scene. Or no, it wasn't. It was during Buffy is talking to Mom in Mom's bedroom, and you see Mom and Buffy's out of frame, but you could see her in the mom's mirror in her
Mm.
bedroom. It was good. It was good directing.
There's a shot just like that in Dream Scenario. I remember
Oh, well, we'll
where
talk
Nick Cage
about
is in
that
bed with his
soon.
wife. Um, he says, weird thing at the beginning. The guy gets ready to shoot himself in the head, and we hear 2 shots. I thought it was like 1 shot, and then he hit the ground.
I don't remember.
Maybe he's right. I'm not sure. That
Maybe.
can't be right. So that bellhop guy is a real dick. Like he's still. So he thinks he murdered him. He got shot, but they also got murdered. That
I
bellhop is a real
don't.
dick. Like
I
he's a
don't think
murderous
so. He shot a dead
zealot.
body. I think he
Even
mis. I get the sense he misread that scene.
even after they're all released from the demon spell, boo that man. Is that what he means? He thinks that he was shot, like he shot himself, but then he was shot again by the bellhop.
I don't know. It's established that the bellhop eventually like went on a killing spree in that hotel or something.
Yeah,
But
yeah, you're right.
yeah, I mean he's so crazy. I really like the performance of JP Manu in the scene where they're hanging Angel, where he's like, string him up," and then when everyone's feeling weird about it, he's like, "What? It was
Yeah, he's going
awesome."
crazy.
Yeah,
He was having so much fun that day. You're right.
yeah.
It seemed like he was there for 2 days.
I don't know about that. I feel like him and the hotel manager were in a lot. You know who the hotel manager was, by the way?
No,
John Capellos, who plays the janitor in the Breakfast Club. He's one of only two adult
what?
characters in the Breakfast Club.
I had no idea.
Yeah,
That's crazy. Wow. The other guy, of course, is the bull guy.
yeah. Mess with the bull, you get the horn, son.
I think he's in Die Hard. That guy. That in the Die Hard, that guy shows up. That's
His name
fun.
is Dick Vernon.
Wow. I think he's dead now, right?
He is. He passed away. I was really sad about it when it happened.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Daniel, for talking about these two great shows with me every week.
Next week, you ready?
Yeah, I am ready.
Buffy is called The Replacement.
Buffy is called The Replacement. I think they're gonna replace Buffy with Dawn moving forward. Buffy's
God,
no more.
that would have been so annoying.
It's just Dawn, the Vampire Slayer.
And over on Angel.
No, Keanu shows up, right? He's the replacement.
Oh, he is one of them, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
And
well, I guess he is one of
it's
them.
the replacements.
Right.
So and on Angel, we've got an episode called First Impressions.
It's gonna be they're finally gonna, you said Gun, big Gun episode. Gun's first impressions within the crew. I guess they've already
Yeah.
had a little bit of first impressions, but
No,
not
but
really.
yeah, I feel like this is like Gunn is interacting with Cordelia and Wesley in this episode way
It's
more.
always he's only interacting with them like, yeah, like we're doing a mission right now for the next hour. Come on, Gun. Like they're never actually like hang out or talk or anything. They're just always
Right.
in action mode,
Exactly. Right. They're
and
on
then
a
they
mission.
go about their night afterward
Yeah.
separately.
But now they got this big hotel. Maybe Gunn wants to hang out.
Yeah, yeah. So big Gun episode. That'll be very fun.
Yeah. All right. So that's next week on Buffy's Angels. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for Hey, I'm Watching Here. Stay tuned for more Muppets next week.
More wrestling. I'm so excited for wrestling next
Yeah,
week. I feel like it's
I
been
agree.
so freaking long
I
since.
can't stand it. I know. I want to watch wrestling so bad.
Yeah,
Especially because I saw the Iron Claw yesterday.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
and I'm just like, oh man, I want to get to the SummerSlam where Kerry Von Erich wins the Intercontinental Championship.
Whoa, spoilers.
If they was in the movie, you saw it.
Well, I didn't know it was a pay-per-view we were gonna see.
They showed the TV and it had a SummerSlam logo on
Oh,
it.
okay.